Hello everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa. Alright, we're looking at a door.
Immediately, door.
Door. As if the
It's
entrance to the school has anything to do with the investigation.
completely does. 100%.
Absolutely.
You ready to get started?
Hell yeah.
Byakuya. What do you mean by that Byakuya? To be exact, not quite.
Certainly. I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack.
Then, you really think? You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit of this case.
That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious, silly serial killer?
Like we did this already. Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, usually one of us really. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that?
You're not wrong to wonder.
But words mean little right now.
I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. It's in my pants.
I was about to say starts unzipping pants.
We're two peas in the
uh,
pod. We are both one brain cell.
one brain
Cur-
sale.
and currently
Yes,
be
that's
and
right.
currently that
What are
brain
we
cell
supposed
is
to be looking
focused on the
for in here?
Byakuya. I think we're just supposed to be talking to Byakuya. And I have a basis to believe yet that I assure you Genocide Jack is one of us.
There really proof?
There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need. Wink, wink. Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro.
Evidence. There's something that really. Come with me to the library. The library.
Hey! Ah, hey, you too!
Is this Hina?
My guess was correct.
Big trouble, need your help.
We're busy.
Oh,
Leave us alone!
I don't
Explanation
have.
point. I'm
I don't
passionate
have
about
time to play
this.
with you.
I'm playing with Makoto.
But it's an emergency, emergency!
Don't tell me someone else is dead.
God, please,
No.
you gotta help me.
No. No. Hello? Are you gonna take us?
Now,
This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me.
Just calm down, okay, Hida?
But, but, it's an emergency.
An emergency? What happened?
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange.
Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
uh, since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her.
Are you sure? Well, I guess we heard the man.
We heard the man. I'm not gonna make him repeat himself.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
Okay, okay, come on, hurry.
Wait for us, Hina.
Looks like she headed to the dorms, to Toko's room most likely.
You're right. He's always right. Knock, knock, knock. The lag. Help. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. Help. Why am I so short? Help.
You guys are too slow.
I think you're just too fast.
So, what's this emergency? Somebody better be dead.
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she can lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, to see how she was doing. But when she did, it was weird.
It's a little point.
She refused to come out.
She kept saying all this weird stuff.
Weird stuff.
We should try talking to her ourselves.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah. I may as well give it a shot. Ding dong. Door swung open, slowly and silently. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that Ina was really worried about you, pulling yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Uh-huh. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that?
She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago.
Help!
Ah!
Help! I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it.
Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer, Genocide Jack, really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her.
Do I have to go find them? Can I leave?
Who do you...
Who do I
Larson,
think would be able to persuade her? Kyoto,
who does she
probably.
have a crush on?
Oh yeah. Right. Hey Byakuya, do you think you could ask her to come out of her room? I mean,
Sure. Whatever.
Huh? You're really gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow. I guess you can be nice when you want to.
He's gonna call her a peasant.
Knock, knock. The IRS is here.
Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments,
What do you want?
leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Ah, Bakula.
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry. Couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut.
Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off.
Well,
There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation.
hold on. Hey, Byakuya. What was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure, bud. But
If I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her.
you're lying, son of a bitch.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go.
Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. But Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. Byakuya-senpai! I tried to walk to him several times. I tried to talk to him as several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library.
Come on, let's go in. No one will bother us in here.
Byakuya. Standing against the pillar, sexually. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Let me show you my special little room.
No.
Don't make me.
Now we can go in here. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right?
Hurry up and go inside. I'm letting you inside
Oh.
the closet.
Here?
Let's go.
It will all make sense once you're inside.
Oh, Byakuya.
Look, a miniature library.
Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. If you pay attention to your surroundings, I'm sure you can discover that value for yourself.
There's so many files stuffed into the shelf. What's in all these things?
that's enough.
Those documents are dangerous.
Dangerous.
They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner.
You mean, like, members of the Diet or something?
No, I mean the ones with the real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there.
You're just kidding, right?
Am I?
Oh, I'll just let it go for now. Shelf stuff. I picked one at random. Wow.
Ah, you have a sharp eye to indeed select that file.
Yes. Huh?
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library.
Hell yeah.
It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now?
How does he know about these things?
There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it.
Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. Just get to the point, Byakuya.
If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes.
Ah, here we go.
It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful.
Huh? What do you mean?
All those files are the investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Why all of this is in a high school, I have no idea.
Oh. This. Come on. Come on. What else is there to show me?
Huh.
Alright, calm down. Is it what he's standing in front of? Oh my lord, Byakuya, just tell me. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Is this the fucking thing out of this entire room full of books? A fucking desk lamp is what I'm supposed to look at? Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It's my
Byakuya
favorite lamp.
I touched this lamp. His hands were all over it.
Don't be fucking weird. It was here before. Then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use.
Nice? Question mark? For fuck's sake, just tell me.
Maybe it's the other pile?
I clicked on both piles.
Oh.
Unless it wants me to click on, like, a certain part. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges and the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was.
There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library.
An extension cord, huh?
So,
Isn't that what
are you
she was
finally
tied up with?
beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, and things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent?
Magnificent. This can't be real. This can't be for real, right?
I think to progress, the game just wanted us to click on everything so this dialogue could pop up.
Ah.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit your preconceived reality, you label it a lie.
Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together?
I suppose it goes to show how much Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored.
It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal.
What's wrong? You still can't believe it.
What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything.
You don't pull your punches, do you?
Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt.
Hold on a second. You're saying you read all these documents? And more than once? But all this has to be like top secret, confidential stuff, right? So why?
My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty.
Huh?
Members of the Tagami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. We're rich, Makoto. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic.
How is that possible?
So in other words,
I already told you, we're rich. There's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. That is supposed to be a secret, so now you must marry me to become a part of the Tagami family, so it can remain a secret. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. Come on, Makoto, you can be a little princess.
He's so thoughtful. He's gonna leave me to kill me till last.
But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, that the materials gathered here are the real thing.
This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind.
And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. I'm one of those bitches who likes true crime series. Reading those reports have always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. A little lad with his little murder schemes. It's an excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case.
As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that the victims were murdered and their bodies were suspended in a certain way.
Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro.
Save your surprise, the best is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out.
Huh?
In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. Do not take that out of context. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion.
So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple. The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack.
Oh,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us.
then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer. Really is walking around among us? Is among us, among us.
Among Us. Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become a part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself.
Yes, sir.
This line of context. Just have that screenshot be the fucking thumb title.
Do I have to...
I think you have to click on him.
Sir? Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file? Could you let me see it?
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you.
Oh,
Who reads like that?
Byakuya, is
holding-
this?
Why are you
It's-
holding it down so far?
Byakuya, this isn't... Why are there so many thongs?
Oh shit. Wait, that's the wrong file. Give that back.
Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. Bloodlust. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Wow. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda. That's how you pronounce that, sure. 17. Shit. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Isai, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Yes. Oh my god. Please. Those names. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood.
Now take a look at the next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit.
That was painful. The next page. Profiling results. All the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holiday. Jesus Christ, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the student lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there is any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may have a split personality.
A split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb.
Ay,
Wow,
ay,
Genocide Jack,
ay.
case file. Alright,
Alright, we
get
should
going.
get going.
Huh? Where are we going?
Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we?
Byakuya, give me a chance to think first. Oh, wait, Byakuya.
I
As
thought you were
usual,
going to.
Byakuya.
I thought you were going to end that at wait, Byakuya, give me a chance.
Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up.
Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial.
No. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
Come on. Enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful, you clinky bitch. Move the investigation forward on your own. Well, goodbye.
Just like that, he was gone.
Speaking of
Just-
goodbyes, I think this would be a good time to end off the episode.
Let me finish my lie!
I'm sorry.
Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I had uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro, and that murderous fiend is one of us! But who is it? I'll have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go to investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can.
Next
Next time.
episode.
Hell yeah.
Goodbye.